Morning, everybody. So yesterday was Friday. It was bad. I didn't find anything. Maybe like one thing. And I went to the swap meet just because it was dry. So I found a couple dumb things there. Nothing special. And then today, Saturday, it was like nothing. There's nothing going on. I mean, it's Halloween, so it makes sense. So I'm on my way to this other sale, and I noticed this one off the side, off the side street. So I hit it, and I asked him, and I think I did pretty good. I got all of this stuff right here, 2 big boxes full of stuff. I paid 80 bucks, but the only reason I paid 80 bucks is because of the GameCube games that are in there. Super Smash Brothers is in there, and I have a case at home for that. So now I have that in the case. Luigi's Mansion is in there. The GameCube Game Boy Player disc is in there. There's an N64, 2 N64s, a Super Nintendo Mini, 2 Wiis, 2 PlayStation 2s, and a bunch of, there's some N64 games and a bunch of other stuff. So it kind of, there's one thing that's unfortunate. He's got a bunch of NES games, like 60 games, and he said he has Flintstones and DuckTales too, and he just doesn't want to sell any of them. Oh well, maybe next time. But yeah, this is gonna be it today. There's nothing else going on. I've been driving for hours. This is the first sale I hit a score, but it's a big score. This is enough to make a good video. Not too long, but there's enough stuff here to make a good video. So I'll definitely get home, get everything together, and show you guys what I got. Oh, and the sale is back that way. So, all right, see you guys, Bane. What's up, everybody? So all done with the garage sales for today, and it was pretty good. So I, like always, I went out on Friday, and I don't know, I guess Halloween weekend, there wasn't really many sales. I know, I was noticing on Instagram, a few of my buddies, they found some good stuff, but they're in like a lot different areas than me. But I think overall it was pretty dry all over. So I went to, to a few sales on Friday, and I didn't find anything. I think I only went to like 4 sales that I could find. There wasn't even that many listed. There usually is. So I decided to hit up the swap meet because I've done all right on a Friday. So yeah, I hit up the swap meet, and I got some all right stuff. Nothing major. So my first stop, this was he's a sort of a reseller. These are mostly just filler titles, but stuff that I didn't have in my collection. So I picked them up, 15 bucks. So I got Shinjin the Ruler, Bo Jackson Baseball, Gotcha, and then for the Super Nintendo we've got Spider-Man X-Men, and then this one's it was the only one that they had that was complete in the box, but I mean, it's whatever. Madden 95. So the box is a little crushed, but still cool to get boxed games. So 15 for those. It was 3 each. And then this one, this is actually pretty cool. I wish like the top part was here. But this is one of the like storage unit ones, and I was just digging through a bunch of CDs and DVDs, and I found this. It's exclusive, The Making of Resident Evil 4, for store use only, not for resale. DVD-ROM for the Nintendo GameCube. So pretty cool. And as you can see, it's missing the front. I don't know if these even came with like a manual or whatever. It might have just came like this. I don't know. But you can see there, it's the right back. So I paid $1 for that. So that was it, the swap meet. I ended up finding one sale, and they had some disc stuff sitting out. So it sucked too because they had a bunch of burnt discs, and I found Mega Man Legends, but it was burnt. And I was like, nah, I'm not getting that. So this was kind of cool. This is a music selections for Grandia 2. So that's a pretty cool find. And then we've got Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. These are like the only like official, like, because they had stacks of these sleeved discs. These are the only official ones. There's a couple sports PS2, and then one PS2 game, only because this one was better condition than mine. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. So pretty cool. It's complete. I paid $3. And that was it for Friday. So Friday was very uneventful, and nothing. So Saturday comes along, and I went to a new city because there was supposed to be, it looked like a community sale, but it ended up being like just a sale at a school, and there was nothing there. So it was kind of a waste. It was a little far away. So I drove back to my area, and there was a sale that said come back. They said come back tomorrow. We got, you know, my husband's got games. He's got to go through them. So when I came back, she said that he didn't want to get rid of anything. He was still trying to beat levels or something like that. So just, you know, started freestyling, and I was on my way to like the last sale I was gonna hit up because it was already late and I hadn't found anything. And I noticed a sale on a side street, so I pull up to it, ask, you know, you got video games? And he says, yeah, I do actually. He says, I don't really know if I want to get rid of any of the old stuff, but I'll show you what I got. So he brings like 5 crates out, and it's just full of stuff. So I mean, there's no real order to this stuff. I just got this big pile in front of me. But yeah, let's get into it. So just starting from the top, there was this Pokemon black and white guide. So I grabbed that. I mean, just threw it in with the bundle. I paid $80 for this whole bundle. So we've got, show that. We've got GameCube, Game Complete, and there was not one but 2 of the Game Boy player adapters, and then also it was in this Spyro case. Inside the GameCube was Luigi's Mansion, so that's a good find right there. And then inside this Spyro case there was Super Smash Bros. Melee, which this one needs a light resurface, but I think it'll work. I don't think it's too badly damaged. I've had some luck with resurfacing Smash Brothers games. Not a lot, because these ones are the worst. And then the awesome find right here, the Game Boy player disc. And this does work. I was playing Tony Hawk 3 or whatever on the Game Boy Advance. So that was a sweet find. The Spyro wasn't in there, but I don't care. There was 2 better games in there. And it's cool because I have an extra empty case for Smash Bros. So that's a win-win right there. Got some disc-only games here. These ones are pretty cool, actually. We've got Pizza Hut Team Member Disc 2, not for resale. And then I don't know if this is Disc 1. No, but it's a not for resale Pizza Hut demo CD. So those are pretty sweet. I'm definitely going to keep those. And then we've got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's just a bunch of junk here. Another Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. And then Grand Theft Auto 3. And then these ones, we've got Uncharted 3 disc only. I'm just going to trade it in. And then Grand Theft Auto 4, the complete edition. So that's pretty cool. Definitely just going to trade that in because I already have it. Get some money for the swap meet tomorrow. And then we've got PS3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and then Dirt 3. And this game actually trades in for a little bit, so I'm definitely going to trade that in. And of course, we've got a copy of Wii Sports. It's not so bad. This one's in Nintendo Selects case, so that one's good. And then also a copy of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I'm sure there's no other discs in there. Yeah, so all of that's getting traded in. A random GameCube memory card. Now this was kind of unfortunate. There's a bunch of these DS cases and only one of the games was in there. The other ones have random games, but Super Mario 64 DS, that was the only one that was complete. And we've got an empty case, Pokemon Diamond. It's got the manual and everything, and then it's got a Puzzle Quest in there. So it's so cool. I'll definitely hold on to it if I find the game. This one's My Baby Boy, but there's a better game in there. It's Tack Mojo Mistake. So that one's cool. These last ones are all empty. We've got Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll, Pokemon White, that one has the manual, and then New Super Mario Bros. So, those. An empty case for Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I think I have the game for that. So, another one that's definitely getting traded in. Who knows? They might even give a pretty good amount of money. Country Dance. That's going bye-bye. I'll probably even trade this one. I don't know. The Crudes Prehistoric Party. I'm gonna hurry up through this. The battery's low. We've got Exhibition 4 for the Xbox. This one's kind of unfortunate too. We've got for the Sega CD, Sonic CD case and manual, but inside was Sewer Shark. So, pretty cool. I didn't have Sewer Shark, so not a big deal. And I'm pretty sure I have Sonic CD. I think, what is this? The Pokewalker or whatever this is. It says Nintendo DS on it, but there was this in there, so that's cool. I'm definitely keeping that. Pretty fair condition Game Boy Color. Missing the back. The back of this thing is like mint though, so I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna see if it's better condition than the one I have. I've got a GameCube controller, a generic PS2 controller, N64 controller, PS3 controller. Definitely trading that in because those trade in for a good amount, and then a PS1 controller, and we've got 2 Wiis. These both came complete with everything necessary, and just a bunch of, like, there's generic controllers and then original controllers. All of this stuff right here. 1 Wii stand, a Wii wheel, and then this one, I'm definitely keeping this one. It's a pink Wii controller in the box. We've got 2 N64s. This one's missing everything on the inside right there. No expansion pack, no jumper pack. And this one's all jacked up. But they both work. Got a Super Nintendo Mini. That was a good one. He pulled that out a little later. I definitely grabbed that with 2 controllers. Here's another Wiimote. And we've got a PS2 Fat and a PS2 Slim. This was really cool. This is a PSP charging dock. So, original PSP dock. Definitely holding on to that. And then there was some N64 games. I was surprised he didn't want to keep these. He wanted to keep the Super Nintendo and didn't want to bring out the NES. But these are pretty cool because they're all, you know, not typical games that I usually find. We've got Mission Impossible, Quake, Hybrid Heaven, Quake 2, Forsaken 64, and Hexen. I'm glad about this one because my copy has a big sticker right in the front that I couldn't get off. So, that's all of it. Yeah, pretty good. That was I was pretty much was like, man, I was done with the day, and then this last minute score was pretty nice, pretty big bundle here. But yeah, that is all I got for this one. It was kind of heartbreaking because he said that he had 60 NES games, and he was we were just talking about it, and he said he had DuckTales too since he had, he was a kid. He had Flintstones, and he just didn't want to let go of any of that stuff. So I mean, that's cool. He he wanted to collect it. So no, I mean, I'm happy for that. He wanted to be a collector. So I mean, I would have loved to got my hands on a DuckTales 2 or Flintstones. That would have been real nice, but maybe next time. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Hey guys, so we're out here trick-or-treating in Riverside. Madden, show them what you got so far. Look at that. Look at, he's got more in there. We kind of just started, but we're doing pretty good.
I got
I had a good day of game hunting, and now we're doing some candy hunting. Madden, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell everybody hi.
Happy Halloween.
Say happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
All right. So we just been walking around. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of houses. I mean, you probably can't see it right now, but I'll show you guys some houses when we come up to them. But there's a lot of nice decorated houses. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, we're back. We got Madden here. We're gonna go up to that house over there. Do some trick-or-treating. Got a pretty full bag now. Look at Madden's haul. Yeah, right. We all know I'm gonna eat that stuff.
No, you're not gonna eat that.
Oh, you sure? You sure about that, bro? All right, buddy.
John, the Joker has the candies. John,
Yeah, put it back in your bucket. All right, let's go. What'd you get from that one, buddy? Show me. Oh, that was good. Yeah, we've been emptying his bucket into this bag, so it's easier for him to carry. So if it doesn't, you know. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Ooh, I want the car.
That is cool.
Imagine crashing into that though. Imagine the paint job.
Joker car. I think I got junk in my hair. All right, well, on to the next street. All right, buddy. Tell everybody bye. Say happy Halloween.
Bye, happy.
Look at all this candy we got. What? Tell them. Say happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
All right, guys. See you later.